What's going on, you guys? Welcome to my Heart's Iron 4 La Resistance DLC review here. So we're going to start off this review with my legendary pros and cons list. So let's just hit it up. Alright, starting with the first one, let's go right into it. So this is the intelligence side for La Resistance. You open it up. Now, I'm going to just start breaking down the things that I really love. My first pro right out of the gate is that each agent has a nationality. So that is really cool because it offers a lot more bonuses. So I'll give you a good example. I have Wilhelm Lang, who has a German nationality, which will help out in Intel network strength gain in that country. He'll also help out with the operational effectiveness. Really love that. There's nationalities, and it adds so much more dimension. So you're not going to just assign a random, any one of these guys to go to Germany, right? You want somebody that can blend in, somebody that has a German nationality, right? Because if you have somebody that's English, right, that's hanging around the, Reichstag, right, and, is just kind of like walking back and forth and, shopping around there, it's going to attract a lot of attention, right? But if you have somebody that's German, that's interacting with other, politicians and stuff like that, it's going to be a little less, it's going to be more discreet. One other thing that I wanted to mention as another pro is the intelligence system is easy to understand. It's very intuitive. When you start it out, you develop a spy master. You go into the agency branches, kind of focusing on where you want to focus your trees. It pulls from the civilian industry, right? So as you can see here, it kind of pushes an actual figure on how much factories you're going to need to develop this. And so it's very easy to understand. You can kind of like, you can invest where you want your resources to go into, right? So if you want to focus on having your military, right, have better intelligence, you can do that. Me personally, I like going into decryption to get me better intelligence overall. So another pro that I have is there is a countless number of missions that your spies can go on. From infiltrating their civilian administration, planning false intelligence, infiltrating an enemy's air force, making resistance contacts, really just a lot of stuff. And, this is per country. There's a lot of things that your spies can do, which is really cool. It kind of opens up the game quite a bit on where you want to focus your intel gathering capabilities and how you want to kind of utilize your spies in regards to assisting your military. So another pro that I have is that the intelligence system integrates directly with the diplomacy system. So one of my enemies here in this game, my buddy's playing Russia. So one of the things, it integrates directly here. So I could just hit Intel Ledger, and I've been spying on him for quite a bit because, well, he's my enemy. So it kind of breaks down a lot of the key assets that he has, right? So how many factories he uses in the trade, how many dockyards he has, down to how many military factories. Geez, he has a lot of civilian factories. Daggone. How much of the civilian factory damages, his fuel. He has a lot more fuel than me. Convoys, how much manpower he has. So as you can see, he has a shit ton of manpower compared to mine, which is not good. So I love that the intelligence system kind of makes everything very clear, and I can kind of just break things down, go right into here and see. I mean, I haven't infiltrated his army very well because everything is still like this, but at least I have some intel here. Deployed army manpower, so I know kind of an idea. I have to kind of have my spies kind of do a little bit more intel gathering on his military. His navy, not enough intel. I can get just a basic estimate, and his total aerial assets, which is a lot. It is a lot. But again, I didn't put a lot of work into this. I put more into his civilian intel. So I do like this, and it breaks down to countries. I haven't done so much with Germany, so that's why it kind of breaks down. It has 77 to 115, which is very broad. So yeah, I really love this system. It integrates perfectly with the rest of the game. Another thing that I really like about this game is that you grow attached to these agents, right? They're just not like random. Like this guy, for me is very important because, he has a German nationality. And this guy was one of my first ones in terms of recruiting, and he was actually captured. and kind of freaked out there for a second because I was like, shit, I only have one agent. So you don't have hundreds of agents. You have about a half a dozen to a dozen agents, right? So you have to make sure that you use them wisely, right? You're not gonna. There's a lot of times where I'll have a mission and there's a chance that it'll give me a probability on the success or failure of the mission. Also, what are the chances of my operative getting captured, which has happened numerous times, and it puts my guys in a bad spot because losing one agent is, in my book, one too many because I need them all. I don't have enough agents. I have a bunch going in here. I have a few here. I have a few in America, trying to build up American influence. So yeah, the agents, you become attached to your agents, and I really like that. So that's a really key hallmark of a great system. Another pro that I got is that it integrates well with the combat side of the game because you can like zoom in, and I was trying to do a bombing run over Germany here, right? And it kind of breaks down on where, like right here, it says this airbase has roughly around 60 planes. Russians have 61. Berlin has, wow, that's a lot of planes. So literally almost, wow. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of stats here, a lot of intel. The more spies that you put in there, the more time they get, right? The more better intel you get, and it incorporates directly into military because when I actually invade, like let's say I invade here, I know what kind of broadly what they have here, and it kind of will change my military tactics based on that. And the last thing I want to add is this DLC does some really surprising and amazing things. One thing I will add right here is it's not here anymore because I think I saved it a little after this actually happened. But what I did is I had my intel agents kind of meet with resistance contacts here, and I have developed the underground. So much so that I believe maybe about a month or two ago, this entire parts of Germany and Russia literally rebelled. So the country lines, there was a big section here, and it was Poland. Poland came back, and there was a whole bunch of rebel divisions trying to hold off the German army and the Russian army. And it actually did come in handy because my friend here was playing Russia, is invading Afghanistan, had to redeploy his forces to engage these rebels here, and it kind of slowed down his progress, which was awesome. Now that I know that how well this integrates, this intelligence system integrates into this game, I am definitely going to use that to my advantage when I do actually amphibious landing. So like if I go to, I don't know, let's say I want to do a Normandy D-Day landing, I'm definitely going to put my agents in this area to help develop that underground resistance so they can literally spot, literally uprise against the Germans and create pockets of resistance so my soldiers and my troops can link up with them and expand the front line. So that's going to be really critical, really awesome. Really love that they added that into this game. It was when I actually saw that pop up, my buddy was like, what the fuck happened? And I started laughing because I was like, oh shit, I didn't actually expect that, so that was pretty sick. I like that. And in terms of cons, I couldn't find any real cons with it. So overall, this DLC is incredible. It adds so much to Hearts Iron 4 that it makes the game just incredible. It was already awesome with the Man the Guns update. Now it just kind of took it even further. I love this system. And, throughout when I'm playing the game, I often go into the system. I would say probably like 30 to 40% of the time. And that is very key right there. If you spend a lot of time going in here and then sending your agents here, trying to get more intel and trying to find out as much as you can about your enemy, that means they implemented the system perfectly. Overall, guys, I really love this DLC. Hats off to Paradox Studios and Paradox Interactive. Another great addition to this already incredible game. Thank you, guys. Catch you guys in the next one.